Hello everyone. So in this episode of the architectural design weaver or design weaver project that we are working on, I'm gonna implement these UI components that appear above the building that we are currently focused on. So you can see in the side, you can see the other building as well, but the UI component is not active currently for that. So if I focus on that building, once we go there, the UI component appears here. So yeah, that's the focus of this episode. Other than that, we have already implemented this orbit camera, zoom in system, zoom out system, and switching between buildings. So all those things are already there. So yeah, and before we get started, as always, I'd like to remind you, you can download the project files of this project in my Patreon page. I'll leave the link in description below. So once you become a member, not just this project, all other projects are available for you. You can access them without any limit. So to check it out, I'll leave the link in description. Right, now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, now here we have a system that allows us to switch between the buildings, and we can look around, zoom in, zoom out. So the next step is adding some text widget over the building to display some information. So first let's create a new widget. So widget WBP building info. Okay, now set a canvas panel. I'm not sure how this appears, so let's test it out. First, in a canvas panel, let's add a vertical box. Yeah, and then wrap this. Now let's add a text. This is gonna be title. Text title. Will and duplicate this. This is going to be description. Text description. So this I'll love for tag 16 light. Put in a description. Okay. Now I'll wrap this with the border. Should be black. Maybe some transparency. And I make it size to content like this. Oh, I can't. Yeah, okay. Let's add in 10, 20. Okay. And also the border, we need to have a outline So I'll make it a rounded box as yes 111 outline color. I'll make it all white. Okay, that's better. Now let's add this. How do I add this? Maybe we need another blueprint. Active blueprint BP built in, and here let's add a widget component as the widget class. Where is it? The widget class. Oh, here, widget class WBP building info. Okay. It is screen space. Let's drag and drop here and play. Okay, it appears like this. I think it's centered here. So maybe it doesn't need to be this large. So 50, 100. Yeah, pivot is okay. I'll make the pivot yeah, this is better. Okay, now BP building. Here I'll add two variables. Building name could be a text, it editable. Then here I can type a name, building name. To make sure this is working, here in the building info, I'll rename this as building name. So when I play, it appears as building name. So the next step is this a variable, okay. Building in the begin play this. Let's get the widget, get widget, and we need to pass to WBP built-in info. Then text title. Here set text. We can give built-in name. And in the same way, built-in description. As a default value, I'll put built-in a. No, just built-in name. And this built-in description. description. Okay, again get text description, set text. Can assign it like this. Right. Now here if I play building name, building description. Okay, now let's customize them. Building A, building A. This is no, let's just call it, this is science laboratory, science lab. If I play, this is a science lab. Okay, nice. Now what is this? This is a museum, let's say. Let's put it over here. Let's name it building B. This is the museum. Now play. Building A, this is a science lab. Building B, this is a museum. Okay, now let's say by default I don't want to see these building labels. So how do we control it? We can do something like this. In this viewer pawn, I'll add a variable built-in. Let's just call it relevant buildings, and I'll make it an actor object. So if I want, I can make it an array. Right. So these buildings here, I'll make them hidden. I'll make them hidden in game. So when I play, they are not there. They are not visible. Then in this viewer pawn on possessed, well, I'll add a function enable relevant buildings. So I'll get these buildings array, and for each, let's run a for each loop on that and set hidden false, so they will appear. Then in the same way, I'll add a function called disable relevant buildings. So here I'll set hidden to true. Now in on possessed, event possessed, I'll call enable relevant buildings, and in this unpossessed, disable relevant buildings. Okay, now here, oh, we didn't assign the buildings. So for this, now we have relevant buildings. I can assign this in actor. Do the same for the other weaver as well. Built-in tool. Okay, now when I play, see, now this appears, and if I switch to built-in B, that appears, but not there. Now it's there. Not there. Now it's there. I thought we detach. Okay. Why is it there? Shouldn't be there by default. It's hidden in game. Okay. Okay. Actually, I think I know why. Because this is called even when it is possessed by AI control, not necessarily player. So here, let's have a branch and player control. Okay. Now it should be fine. Yeah. Great. Okay. And the other problem that we had regarding change in the direction, starting like this and coming into this view, that is also fixed now. Right now the initial rotation also works without any issue. Okay, I think that's all I want to cover in this episode. One more thing, I think I should when I'm in the built-in A, this button should be disabled. So how can I do that? Let's do a simple thing. I'll make this disabled. What is this in? This in. I'll make it not enabled. Now this is how it looks. Okay. Now here on the event, when I click the button A, I'll set button A enabled to false and button B enabled true. Similarly, well, this is the simplest, most basic way to handle this. When you have multiple buttons, you will need to rethink this approach, but for now it's just 2 buttons. I'm gonna do the easy thing. Right, now we can switch to built-in B. Now B is disabled, A is there. Built-in A. Now A is disabled, B is there. Okay, I think with this we can conclude this episode. Alright, so thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description, and let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in another episode. Goodbye.